for us to check out Tears of the Desert. TWA up 2-1. Rain in the green. Let's have a look. Game 4 begins. Rain fielding a 3-destroyer, 4-cruiser lineup. Getting away from the battleship for a change. We're looking at World Spawn's Kleber. This is a unique upgrade, Kleber, Zath. Most commonly, we see this used as kind of the trapdoor spider, potentially, in a possible assassin squad. We'll have to see how they decide to deploy World Spawn there. Kim's Yu Yang, Radar Dazzle. No, Smoke and Dazzle. Interesting. Intaro's Daring. Haven't seen much Daring this event. Daring, a very, well, I won't say very expensive, but tends to be fairly pricey destroyer. Double Janan. There's Artorias, same build we've been seeing. And there's Dastard in a Janan, slightly different build, running the torpedo skill instead of heavy HE. Gangbarang in a Nevsky, outnumbered. Of course, he's Radar because he's a Nevsky. And Lucar in a Goliath, all the reload and none of the range. What is TWA doing bottom end of the map, Zath?
Spawning to the south wing. Red this time is TWA. We've got Striver in his Grozovoy. We've seen that build already. Kaistis and a Wushta. Same, actually, no, he dropped the unique upgrade. He's going back to reload. We saw him. That was the Wushta in the game, the one game they lost so far on Riposte. Point is in that Yoshino again, got great mileage out of it. Yes,
Absolutely.
last game, so I'm sure he's looking forward to doing that again. British is heading towards the B cap in the Attilo Regolo with range and everything like that. Vile 9 is in torpedo build Yu Yang with also smoke. IKEA is in a Howden Lu. Our first time seeing TWA taking a Howden Lu today with unique upgrade, all the Dutch ovening stuff. And then behind them is Kinemod in an Annapolis now. So TWA fielding a super ship this game, or a flagship, I mean, and a super ship.
It's curious to me, Zath, look how many points Rain has sunk into their destroyer lineup. Like, that is a high-octane destroyer lineup with this point schedule. And in order to field that, they have had to go, quote-unquote, cheap out with the Janans.
Yep. So we've got that early cap by World Spawn with the unique upgrade. That's what you get that for. Radar detecting it, though, from Kaisis's Wushta. Remember, 6-second delay, he can just W out. He got the cap, and that was his goal. So there you go. That's why you take that unique upgrade. Beyond that, you're absolutely right. We're going to see... I always tell people that playing destroyers wins games, like, you know, more so than cruiser or battleship. So
yes,
this might be an interesting test to see. Was all that point spend justified?
Well, they're going to have to get... Like, again, I mean, you spent over half your points on three destroyers, so you damn well better get some use out of them. And not only the Daring, of the three, only the Daring has a heal, you know, that might be able to weather some damage and have a little longevity to it.
Meanwhile, on the other flank, we've got the TWA bringing 4 ships up the 9-10 line. So I think their plan was always to kind of hold over at A, but they didn't get to the cap quickly enough to stop that point gain. Could put them at a disadvantage.
This is going to be a brutal push for Intaro and Lucar to resist. They're actually already bringing Dastard back. He's going to be here set to receive as well. I don't think that TWA is going to be able to break back into the A cap. I mean, it might happen with a little bit of luck if they can grab a torpedo somewhere, a lucky torpedo, but otherwise I don't see it happening. The best that Kaistis and Shriver can do is probably to hold the Rain forces in position, keep them tied up here, so they're not able to return south and deal with this this push that is inevitably coming.
Single fire torpedoes almost hit.
Almost, yep. Just coming up short. He doesn't even have his Hydro running, and these deep waters are going to miss him, too.
Yep. Now, World Spawn in the Kleber is rotating back. Now, his job was complete. He got the A cap. And what you're seeing over on the A side for Rain is your typical Death Snail, just that smoke and then shoot and radar and blah blah blah. So you're gonna see torpedoes just go fishing. It's just gonna come down to luck and RNG over there.
Yeah, the game's really going to come down to what happens over here around the sea cap, how it unfolds, how it resolves. They were able to flex the Kleber back over here. That's good. They need the extra set of eyes, the extra guns, the extra torpedoes in this fight at sea.
Look at British using his fuel smoke for Kinney mod.
Yeah.
He's able to shoot himself, and Kinney's able to advance and keep shooting too.
When you see this
Really
kind of
cool to
coordination in competitive plays, it is a thing of beauty, right?
Yes.
Kenny Mod able to continue to fire on the move and getting it for free because he's just tied at the hip to this Italian fuel smoke that lasts almost 50 seconds, if I recall correctly.
Vile torpedo. Nope. That was close.
Yep, they're going to drive Kinney right up to the edge of the sea cap, basically almost undetected until right there at the very end, popping his radar, picking up Intaro and World Spawn.
And look at that timing too. As that one smoke ends, he's in the next already. So that is absolutely brilliant play over there.
Beautiful coordination. Now, what's happening, the reason he's spotted in here is because Intaro, I think, is close enough to pick him up through his smoke firing penalty.
Mm-hmm.
"12 more seconds of radar. Trying to get as much damage into Intaro as they can while they can see him. Here comes the funny button. Might put him out if he lands enough of these shells. Very, very close. Misses. Very, very close.
That's okay. Intaro's on a daring. He's got to heal. It'll rub off.
They'll buff that right out. Kenny is going to take a deep water torpedo right here.
Ooh, big hit.
Big hit. About half his remaining HP. Both teams sticking up one cap. C cap locked down. Both teams participating in its contest, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
About 150 point lead here for Rain in game 4. At the moment, it's all on World Spawn, who's now spotted by the Howden Neo on the surface. Kleber torpedoes pushing through the Regulo smoke, but nothing doing. They're going to push Spawn out of this cap. Lit on the surface by Viles Yang, trying to stay ahead of it here, trying to break the LOS. Finally manages it.
Mm-hmm. There's the cap for TWA.
This use of chain smoke is absolutely brilliant, Zath. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh, I'm enjoying watching it as well. And you can see Striver is actually maneuvered into a position. He can back into the A cap and just grab it.
He can. It's going to probably draw the radar from Gang, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Very sneaky, very clever for him to approach it from that angle.
Absolutely.
While the Yang and the
torpedo hit on Vile.
Ooh, they got one of the Kleber torps into him, I think.
Yes. Now, of course, unique upgrade for Kleber. Your concealment is better at the expense of your gun reload. Intaro on radar again.
Yep, Kenny putting up the radar, catching Intaro, but he's going to drive right out of it very quickly.
Yeah, but Kenny can still get his guns turned, and he unloads. Doesn't do enough.
Little bit of ship damage, but nothing catastrophic for a ship only on 4,000 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Under 100 point lead now for Rain. They've surrendered the sea cap. Points still falling. Neither team having lost a ship quite yet. Gangbaring's starting to get pretty low up here, though, Zath.
Mm-hmm.
The Death Snail seems to have moved on without him.
Well, I think they're trying to get this booster out. So you have to get 2 ships in 2 different positions, but you don't have smoke for both. So
yeah, that's the struggle here. He's got 2 more heals left, but he's got to make it 5 more seconds. I think he's going to make it. Kleber AP trying to chip in. Yep, I like this play. Get an extra set of guns on this guy. Try and punch him out. Grozovoy smoke not quite available. Now coming available if they want to try and smoke the Wushta. 40-point lead and falling.
Isis on triple fire right now. 4 fires for another 10 seconds. That's a spicy meatball.
They do lose sight of Gang as he gets another heal off here. Just barely keeping his ship in the game. Boy, man, look how much damage they pushed into that Wushta in a real hurry.
Yeah, I've been watching that. Dutch Oven's coming down on World Spawn's Kleber position. This is do or die for Rain.
Speaking of World Spawn, they put him up. They caught him up. They caught him briefly on the Wushta radar. He's going to take a little more damage here for his trouble. They do catch the Yu Yang on the surface as well. Oh,
Yes.
Big Goliath hit on Kim.
Yes, but Kim does get 2 really important deep water torpedoes on the Oshino on point.
Well, he's
But
sailing.
the Dion is detected too now.
He's sailing into Grozavoy torpedoes here.
This is
And
a very
going
bad-
out.
Yeah, well,
Oh, big hits from the Wooster. That flips the lead. Got to see if they can. They're fishing for the Wooster. Deep water torpedoes going in on the Wooster. They're going to get him.
they're going to hit him.
There he goes. Annapolis taking down the Goliath at sea. Ship starting to fall here. 100-point lead and growing for TWA.
Yep.
Could be a decisive
I
game
saw-
4 for them.
I saw Lucar. Oh, go back over to the look at point. That's going to be a trade as well.
Okay, probably the best they
point,
could have
this-
hoped for there.
Yeah, not good for Rain, but I mean it's better than losing a ship for free.
Yeah.
And
Dastard
TWA,
driving into the sea cap, trying to make a play happen here.
well,
trying
I was
to
going to say I saw Lucar doing that earlier with the Goliath, and I was thinking to myself, that's not good.
He was trying to smoke right on the edge of the cap, but of course that just draws out Kinney's radar.
Everybody opening up on Vile, who's just recently detected. At
Vile now
3,000 hit
He's
points.
dark, trying to sneak out of there. I think when Dastard goes down, there's going to be seconds left in this game. It's going to happen right here.
Yep.
20 seconds on the timer. Rain needs a kill. I don't know where they're going to get it.
I don't either.
Vile would have been the most likely candidate, but they lost sight of him. And there it is. Wow. Very back and forth game, but the TWA push around the 8-9 line works. They hold on, and they win the series 3-1.
Yeah. Great to at least get to a game 4. It's not a
Yeah.
sweep. We always like seeing that. I got to say, it's interesting. All of the points went into the destroyers. Look at who's left alive for Rain.
Yeah.
It's the most expensive ships. The Nevsky, the Daring, and the Kleber.
Yep.
So they got mileage out of those ships.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to get as much out of the other ones as they were hoping for.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, a solid game from both teams, but TWA walking away with a win and the tournament win here. They are the victors here in Warship Masters Invitational 2024.